All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are here for the spill. It has been I think about 2 weeks or so off because I needed time to recover
So
and
you
to do
been
some work
traveling,
stuff. I've been traveling, baby. Hold on, let me turn that out. I had my traveling shoes on.
got on my traveling shoes.
hmm And
Yeah.
I've been hitting it, baby. Yes, yes. Hey, Auntie Deb, I see you in the comments.
Hey, Auntie, what's she? Okay, let me go and see
Hey,
the
Auntie.
peoples.
You know we got to get with her. We got to talk about this seafood the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about this potential show that I was telling you about.
Yes, I'm down for that. Yes.
I'm
Yes,
just
shout out to Auntie Deb, baby. Original member of the Fuck Around and Find Out crew.
what you said.
Oh, so so she part of that. Oh, okay, gotcha.
hmm Yes,
Wow.
yes. Yes. So we are here for the spill. I'm still waiting on London. Y'all know how London is. London ain't on time to save his life.
Uh,
And our good friend Chubb Bay will be coming on in. Oh, he said he's coming now. Demario, if you ain't never met Chubb Bay, you gonna love Chubb Bay. His personality is just he's just so fun.
okay.
So yes. So to everybody that's watching, of course, I'm Darius, the Velvet Missionary, aka the Velvet. I'm a few things actually. I'm a missionary. I was an usher. I was a trustee. I was on my way to the mother's board, but I stopped by the morning bench on the way, so I didn't make it. Um, so I got my brother here, King Demario Jobs. What's going on, brother?
What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up?
A whole
Yes,
setup over there.
yes. Now he doing it, man. And my other brother, the King. I call you a king in your own right, Terrence.
Hey
I got
guys. Y'all listening to all our listeners out there. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, happy Wednesday. So we had a few weeks off. I went to family's homecoming, and it was I had a good time just seeing folks I had seen in a long time. You kind of go to homecoming,
And
you
you
kind of
hosted a
relive that.
great event.
I did. I had fun at that event. It was well attended. Shout out to Keishonda, who was the promoter for that event. She had me come in and do what I used to love to do, which is to be on the mic and just make people laugh and have a good time. It took me back and I saw people that I hadn't seen in a long time and gave me that old nostalgia feel. Like I know you was
you.
just at your homecoming recently.
Yep. Yeah, I actually appreciate it. I appreciated being at homecoming. Going to an HBCU is just it is a family reunion. There's no other way to put it. For those that you might not know, that they have now coming out the HBCU Awards. That is produced by a AKA down here in Miami. So the HBCU Awards. It's gonna hit. I know it's gonna hit some networks. Yep, I see your
Okay.
eyes. I see. So
All
that's
right.
breaking news. I know that's breaking
Oh,
That
news.
is breaking news.
Yeah, that's breaking news. So the
yeah.
HBCU awards. I know I wasn't honored, but I still give a good shout out because I know that what the HBCUs do. For those that might not have seen, fam, you actually made Good Morning, the Good Morning America. Yeah,
Yeah, they were there when I was there. I wanted to go, but they was up too damn early, baby.
yeah,
I
they
couldn't do
made
that.
the Good Morning America show. So I'm just excited about the process that HBCUs is going through and heightening up during this time. So yeah, homecoming was great. I will admit, now that I'm a lot more fluid in my life, I honestly,
What you talking about, Willis?
I just need us to have some parties. All these damn parties, I just needed us to have some parties where I could see some very free, fluid people, and
Oh,
I didn't.
baby, you weren't at the ones I was at, baby. And I know it was although I know you don't go to things like that, baby.
Oh,
It was more than a few after hours functions.
okay.
Kind of like if you go to convocation, the after party after service.
So the after
I
spots,
don't
yeah.
know nothing about that, but okay.
Yeah, the after spot. Because the time changed on our homecoming. So y'all had Halloween, but we had the time. So we gained an hour. and an hour party time during our homecoming. And I just was like, is that it? Like, I need to be. I'm used to Miami. Miami, we go to 5, we go to 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. We party. So I was a little desperate for some more after.
Look, I was trying to go to the parade Saturday morning, and by the time I lay down, it was like it had to be close to 4 o'clock. And my bestie was talking about going to the parade, being at the parade, being there at 7. When I tell you I did not rise, I was like, bump that parade.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was homecoming. Shout out to all HBCUs. Had safe and fun homecomings.
Now, you know what? And I actually was going to talk about this later. Shout out to Sean. I see you in the comments while you were talking about safety. That weekend, FAMU homecoming, there were 9 shootings in Tallahassee that weekend. And unfortunately, one young man lost his life. We just seeing a time where it's so much. We just heard about the incident that was at the University of Virginia with the 3 football players, and the suspect is a black man, somebody who was assumedly on the team at one point.
Yeah, and the victims. Well, it was 5 total in that situation. 2 wounded and 3 that lost their life. And I read the profiles to that, sending condolences out to the family, to the team. I suspect there might be some play of hazing or some sort.
That's what I was hearing them say.
And I feel bad because at any given time I feel like from someone who did pledge or went through a process.
You went through a process.
Watch it.
I went through a process. Somebody who went through a process in an organization. I do know that it's very important that what you're getting into as you go through that process, but also just knowing who you are going through that process with. And the mental state of people. Mental state of people are not what they used to be. You can't pledge anymore these days, right? Let's just put it that way. You are not allowed to. It's against the law. And so,
baby, you won't have me in nobody's court on no suit.
Yeah. And so that it is it's unfortunate, and the fact that people are just trigger happy these days, like literally, like people are just like bam bam, it's like, oh, you said something about my mama, bam bam.
These hoes be scared to fight.
To the park, see you afterwards. Yeah, they ain't want to. No, they ain't about scratching. They getting their face scratched up. They ain't about getting beat up and come back the next day and be cool. All that stuff that we grew up with. No, they retaliation. I mean, not to get off topic, but just look at the young lady that we're now discovering that was in Mexico, that potentially, allegedly, the video is out there, but she was beat. And potentially that was the cause of her death. And it wasn't alcohol poison, and her family, again, a black family that's dealing with this. And so I just, I contribute it all to the fact that people have let down their morals and ethics. I heard a pastor call, and I don't want to call out the wrong pastor, even though I know it's one of those singing pastors, but he called all of these artists and musicians and artists. He called them to say, let's come back to the church. Let's come back to the place of faith. And I feel like we need to have some sense of reason why we don't want to pop off, and I think that's left us.
Okay. So just 2 things I'll say. So with the girl that got killed, and I've been seeing this story float around, I haven't wanted to really touch on it because every time I touch on something, they end up flagging me for some bullshit or some stuff like this. So I try to be careful with certain topics that I talk about. But I seen the video of the fight, and I was just lost. I was trying to figure out what was going on because I know it was like 3 people that died in that whole situation. Now, I was a little disturbed because I'm like, is this another Kanika Jenkins situation?
Wow.
Yes. Chuck!
Wow. I'm not sure. You know what? I didn't see the video, so I have not seen the video. I seen the blurred picture of it, right? And so
No, I seen like maybe like 10 seconds of some bigger girl was fighting a smaller girl, and I was just like, I'm still lost at what's going on. Why are they fighting? And it was nothing really explained, so I just left it.
Yeah, there's several articles. You're right. You know, Josh, there's certain articles out that are highlighting even down to the YouTube. So apparently a friend that came after the fight had already taken place who didn't know anything about the fight, a male. He actually gave more detail about his whereabouts during that time. But again, allegedly, she might have been jumped by what they're saying were her friends, right? People who were supposed to be on a trip with her going to Cabo for a birthday celebration. Her friends might have jumped her. And I think the first day they were there, this would have happened. And so, yeah, Tamika Mallory, I've been following. So I'll tell you two people that I trust when I'm looking for information like this. Tamika Mallory and there's another activist that's on it that I've been Loft, last name Loft. I can't think of her name right now, but it'll come to me. But yeah, those are the two. Most definitely you could tag up Tamika Mallory, because Tamika Mallory is, you know, most definitely following the story and putting out information about it.
Yes. So my other brother has made it on Chubb, babe.
Chuck.
What up, sir? This is my first time meeting you. How are you?
I'm great. Look, life of a single parent, y'all. Life of a single parent. I
Yes. That's
But I'm
hey,
great.
well, both of y'all know something about parenting. So, you know,
Okay.
Chubb, babe, this is my brother King Jives, DeMario.
What's going
What's
on?
up?
What's going on?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know, I love being in the presence of Chubb, baby. That
Keep it cute. Keep it
I love being in your presence and in the presence of trade.
cute. I'm not gonna play with you today.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, shout out to, I see you, Danny Marie. What's up, Deshaun? All right, all right. So we got a few things I want to talk about. Now, I told y'all I was there for family homecoming. I had a good time, except for all them damn shootings. It was so many damn shootings. I was like, bitch, you got to damn near wear a vest to go to homecoming now.
Yikes.
Oh, I heard about that.
I'm telling as bad as I want to go to homecoming up there, and I want to go to the battle of the bands and stuff. I'm like, look, my luck. I'll be in the audience and somebody know me that don't like me. I don't want to take that goddamn chance. I'm good.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
and shout out to our other brother.
Tony.
Yes,
Tony
Christian, Cap Christian.
Cap Crystal.
Yes, that's our other king, baby. Now, y'all know London is historically late. I don't know where that hoe at, but you know.
Let me check.
And Tron is off tonight. Tron is doing he had to go do bishop duties at another service.
Praise
great.
God. Hallelujah. Okay.
Yes, yes. But other than that, I had a good time. I mean, you know, I was even good that weekend. I ain't touch nobody. Ain't nobody touch me.
Oh.
Who?
Did you touch yourself at least?
Right.
Ain't nobody touch me that weekend.
Oh.
Nah. Yeah.
Oh.
So, y'all, we got some things to talk about. We got to talk about these midterm elections.
Oh.
This is our political hour.
Child, London don't even want to answer the phone. Oh, ho.
Oh.
Child, I know he answered the phone when I
This is
called.
his topic too, believe it or not.
This is his topic, and I'm glad that Christian, and send me a text if you want to come on. But I know you were talking about this on your show last night about the midterm elections, and in a lot of respects, I was disappointed, but I wasn't disappointed because I knew we foresaw what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know right here in Florida, Ron DeSantis defeated Charlie Crist. Even though we wasn't voting for that bastard, we wasn't voting for the Satan. We was gonna vote for Chris. I'm like, if I'm going down, babe, I'm going down swinging.
Hello.
Let me tell you something. If I could just step in real quick. Now, I voted for Charlie Crist. I did. But I'm gonna tell you something. With the way this stuff looks, okay, there's another device on. With the way this stuff look, I promise you, if Donald Duck Trump get back in office again, I promise you, every scam on this earth, babe, I'm talking about everybody. We're gonna be rich for the next 4 years. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that it's a good thing if Donald Trump gets back in, but I know what's going to happen because everything is going to be going. Donald Trump is going to get in and he's going to just wreak havoc, you know. And I mean, with DeSantis already and doing the things that he's done here in Florida, I really wanted Charlie Crist out. I mean, I really wanted DeSantis out, but it's just like damn, like why? Who is these people voting for this man? Because this is stupid.
You know what happened, brother?
What happened?
I went and looked up the number of registered Democrats in Florida versus the number of registered Republicans, and there are more registered Republicans in Florida than Democrats, probably about 1 million people or so. But here go the thing. Our asses as a whole did not go out and vote.
Yeah.
How is it? Yeah. How is it that DeSantis was able to flip Miami-Dade, Broward?
Well, I'm gonna tell you how he's able to flip it is because one, the Hispanic community still believes they are Republican lived, and you know they vote their emotions. Marco Rubio, they vote their move, right? And so that is Miami. Miami will be that. There was a lot of support around keeping our state open. That bought him a lot of guarantees, right? Being able to be a state that, you know, we didn't need to be closed. The financial constraints that we didn't need. I don't know how that's going to help us though, because you know, if you also know that DeSantis did not need Trump. Did not need Trump in order to get what he got. And so I don't know if that's going to shoot us in the foot if, in fact, you know, he's going to come here. You know, he just announced his run for candidacy.
I know.
In Mar-a-Lago. So he's going to come back here in Florida. And I don't know how well he's going to be received by our governor. But, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I also said, and I don't mind, you know, I love Chevron. Chevron is perhaps one of the most Chevron Jones. If you guys don't know, he is our senator. He's actually a FAMU graduate, and he sits up there in Tallahassee and DC and really fights for us. But I expressed to him my discontent and my concern with the Democratic Party is one, we always say they take us for granted or they take the brown people for granted. But the other is they're not very good at raising the registers to vote, right? You need to raise voters. You need to friend raise, as I call it down here. We raise the vote down here. And the goal is to raise people up who understand and are aware of why they vote and what they're voting for. And the Democratic Party does a horrible job. New Orleans, my boy over there in New Orleans called them out. Homeboy said, look, y'all horrible. Y'all didn't give us the money to support, you know, to do what we needed to do. And that's reflected, right? I just feel like we need to, as voters, as educated voters, we need to stop looking at party lines and really start pivoting, right? And really grooming people to be in these positions of change and hold them accountable. You know, if we knew that our vote is actually, some of us want to be bosses, but we don't even use our one boss opportunity. Our vote is our boss opportunity. Like, I can fire your ass. I ain't getting you my vote. That means you don't get, look at the Grammys. We already see it. The Grammys showed you cannot put people on the Grammy stage or Grammy Awards without a vote, right? And a lot of people get mad. If we can shift that mind, you on mute, my brother. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, I didn't want y'all to hear me chewing. I said, but y'all saw the way they did Nikki. They got Nikki ass together with them nominations.
Right on the
You heard what I'm saying? But that's the reality, and that's how the voting situation is. It's very unfortunate. You know, Georgia. I think Georgia takes celebrityism as, oh, we got it. right? We think when we see Obama and we see all these celebrities backing and showing that don't mean nothing.
Not a
That don't
damn
guarantee
thing.
you nothing but a good rah rah shish boom bah.
Mm.
After that, you ain't got nothing going for you. And so Georgia is now sitting over there twiddling their fingers, trying to figure out. And they had high voting power. Now they did. They had a higher turnout according to the numbers in Georgia. And men. We also heard that stigma get tossed out the window. Black men that are not voting, and we saw those numbers shift where Black men are in fact voting. Changing the paradigm and the stereotype around that.
Yes. Now,
Well,
Auntie Deb, just go ahead.
I'm looking at what this I guess Auntie Deb just put.
Yes.
What did Satan we withdrew the district lines. We made sure that the Republicans were the majority in districts taken away. Well, let me say this now. There's a lot of people that did not vote, and I'm very disappointed in. I have family members that did not vote. I have people I hear, black people, the brown color, them, yeah.
Colored people.
Say, yeah, colored, us colored people stated they
Colored
didn't want to vote
people.
because they're going to pick who they want to pick, and it's so like skin itching
Aggravating. Mm-hmm.
to hear that when our ancestors they got killed to even get that vote heard. And like you said, T Vasone, we're all our bosses and we can fire anybody that's in office,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to be the one to set up and be like, let me go vote. But if you're not getting out there and vote, then what are we doing? We're just letting them run away. And I bet not hear nobody say, oh, the government this when you did not vote. Shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
You
Period.
didn't vote, shut up. I don't want to hear you say anything. Just shut up. Just gotta get on my fucking nerve. You didn't vote, shut up.
Mhm.
So that's just my personal thing. I don't believe it's like he took away anything. What we need to do is get into our own households. Like I want to go to my grandma's house and just go throw stuff around and be like, y'all didn't vote at all for what? What's the purpose? But the first thing I want to hear, oh, we're not making enough money, or we're not getting this, oh, they're not doing that. But if you're not voting for them people to do and fight for us, then what you want to fuss for? What? There's no reason to be fussing. So that's my little tantrum on that. I'm not really the politics type person because this stuff makes me bother when I hit somebody. But I'm just gonna be quiet like a good Christian white.
But you really can't help it, Chuck. Chuck, you really can't help it because you have a business, right? You have a business,
Right.
and that's the other aspect of it. Because we are functioning business owners. Many, as a matter of fact, I think everybody might be on here. Cap, I don't know. You just joined us. You might be a business. Well, you're a business owner as long as you pay bills. You're a business owner, whether you believe it or not.
Right. Hello.
Your bills are bills.
That's our other king. That's Christian. That's our other king, baby.
Oh, that's okay. I call him
Yeah.
Cap. I saw that thing right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have to be concerned.
Mhm.
We need, and I know why it is, right? We need to shift again, right? The civil rights, we have to stop expecting people to be moved and motivated by what happened in the civil rights. That's done. That's like church folks telling us, baby, you got to put a blanket over your knee. Hell no, nah, man. I ain't doing that because that's what you did. I don't have to do that. I want
this
all
shit
this.
Plain. Right.
Yeah, I want all this to lay out. Yeah. I want all this to lay out. I want everybody to see this dress I wore up in.
Well, sometimes it needs to breathe anyway, so you might let some air get to it.
But you know what? To be honest with you, though, all this year I was interviewing candidates for here in Florida. I went to some of the governmental parties that they had going on here in Tampa.
Invite me next time. I'm coming with you. We're gonna shake this bitch up.
Oh.
I'm ready to shake this shit up. And not mean to cut you off, but I need to stop like pointing fingers like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. When I need to go ahead and start educating people and be like, this is why you need to vote. You know what I'm saying? What's the reason you're not voting? And pull them with me. I'm going to vote. Let me pull y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? I may not get everybody, but if I get 1, 2, or 3 at a time, that number's gonna rise up. So I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna challenge anybody who else is gonna come with me. but it's time for us to take a ride. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's very important that we do that as a people and stop trusting a lot of these others to vote alongside us, as it is proven yet again for another election cycle that white women have went into that booth, although they was complaining about their pussy. My pussy is my pussy, it's my choice. I'm not gonna let nobody take it or tell me what to do with it.
You
But they
still
went
voted for them motherfuckers anyways.
And they went in there and gave
they
it up.
went right there and gave it up.
Hold up.
And didn't want to act like who touched it.
Rat by the pussy.
Right, this is what I'm saying. So it's the reality is, although they like to talk about liberalism and preach on a very liberal, I'm independent, I'm a woman, their mindset is totally different. Look at here, you had a gubernatorial race where a woman was running and saying, hey, I have one too, just like you, and I don't want nobody to take it. And yet and still Kemp by large numbers. So much so that here you had the dum-dum Herschel Walker having to do a runoff. How was that possible? Because they voted for Kemp and was like, well, I don't like him either. I'm not going to vote for him or either one. I'm just going to sit this one out, but I'll vote for Kemp.
But they tried us with Herschel Walker. They tried black people with Herschel
That
Walker.
was
They
some
really
bullshit.
did.
But they still trying. That's why they're doing the runoff on December 6th.
And the fact that
in Atlanta, get your ass out there and vote.
Yeah, and the fact that they don't care that this man is dumb as a brick, that he speaks unintelligently. He sounds like an idiot. He has no command of the understanding of issues.
His son Christian,
child, leave that. That fruitcake was fine as long that fruitcake was fine as long as he was getting paid. When they stopped paying his ass, you see he started telling on his father. But the whole time when his father was first campaigning, he was right there with him, standing shoulder to shoulder. So don't he could go sit somewhere, on something he's more comfortable sitting on. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, let me finish this thought. So, like, when I did all this helping with the campaign and trying to talk to all these people, what's funny is they want you to. This is why it is important for us to get out and to vote and to make our presence known. Is because when I went to it was a Muslim center over on the east side, northeast side. They'll let everybody talk except people who really got a voice. If you are a Muslim or somebody who got your language is not as strong, they will sit there and make fun of you. I was right there. Like two of the candidates was sitting up on the stage. I don't even know what he's saying. Is there a translator? Like, I'm looking like the fuck, bitch. Wow. And I'm sitting here. And so I had my hand raised like, hey, pick me, motherfucker, pick me. And because I'm finna sit here, they was just basically talking like, we're a part of you guys. Vote for us. And I'm like, bitch, my parents were immigrants. My great-grandparents were immigrants. Bitch, you is white. You is lily white as this goddamn lamp thing right here. Motherfucker, you is white. Don't come here talking this shit, trying to act like you is one of me. I don't care if your grandparents was Negroids, was Puerto Ricans, was whatever the hell. Puerto Rico, yeah. You is white, okay? Right. You is white. You is Cackerwood, okay? Because what I see right now is white people, just Caucasians. But even in all of the educating of the people and trying to help and do the most, it is sad because it's like it's irritating because you do your part to try to help and do, and people give that same damn excuse. Oh, my vote don't count, bitch. Yes, it does. Get your monkey ass out here and go scratch a line on the shit or something. Put your name down there on the card and say I did something, because your vote, just like the next person vote, because if you vote and they vote, them two votes. Now let's go get two more people that go get it counts. And make a difference, and you have to know who you're voting for. If you don't know who you're voting for, then it's just gonna be like, well, what do I do? Well, bitch, find out who the fuck we talking about. I voted for Charlie Crist because I knew who he was. I knew DeSantis. I was like, well, you know what? I don't want DeSantis. I'd rather have Charlie Crist. So we gonna go with Charlie Chris. Now I know we got our own thoughts and opinions about Charlie, but bitch, get your motherfucking ass in there because we want to get DeSantis up out of there.
Period.
Yes, and even though of course, we know that Marco Rubio beat Val Demings. I had hope. I was really hoping that the folks would support him because Marco Rubio been in the Senate so damn long and ain't done nothing.
Yeah, but again, this is where we fall on, and I like to call them the coloreds, them Ricans, all them cans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, all that in Florida. Who think they white who think they white and damn near right. They are the problem. You know what I'm saying? They're the problem.
Tony. Let me stop you real quick. Now I was watching. What's that boy? That boy who had that soap and tried to light his face up. He was on the Breakfast Club.
He was on the Breakfast Club.
What's his name?
Charlemagne.
So Charlemagne was interviewing.
You talking about the ever living goddess? Okay.
He had some dark spots. He was darker than goodness.
So Charlemagne interviewed this Puerto Rican
Mother Maine.
Charlemagne interviewed this Puerto Rican woman, which made good sense. It made good sense. Puerto Ricans is just like they niggas too, but in the Puerto Rican found whatever dynamic, you got your light ones and you got your regular Puerto Ricans. Correct. You got the ones who like to mix with white folks and act like they all white and it's all right. That's what she was saying was that is the problem. You got those type of Puerto Ricans that think they white and they gonna vote that way. That's the situation. It ain't all of them. It's just them ones right there that think that they just white and it's right. That's what it is. Just like colored folks, black niggers, they think they want to be white and right.
Right.
Niggers.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the problem. But they have a voting block that allows for this type of stuff to continue to happen. But yet when it comes down to, again, when we're dealing with social issues, they're also up in arms, marching with us and all that other bullshit. But at the same time, when it's time to vote, when it's really time to make a change and difference, they vote in the other way.
Yes,
so
yes.
That's all I'm saying. That's the problem.
Look, don't hate me because I wanted to be a gamma ray.
Yep.
You know, them was the light-skinned girls in school days.
Girl, I almost that's to play with him.
Don't hate me because I wanted to go to Gamma Land.
I'm a for solutions, and I know we still have more elections that are pertinent to come. Luckily, we did secure and save, some of the positions and still give room for President Biden to do what he needs to do. So
but you know what?
He still has some room to do what he needs to do. Now, whether he does it or not, local elections are the most important. I will admit, I always say that local elections are the absolute most important. Now we need to just live in the moment of making sure we get past the next move that we have to make. So,
do you know that Florida, we are sending 20 Republicans to the U.S. House of Representatives versus 8 Democrats?
Yes. Yeah.
No wonder these fuckers won the U.S. House today.
Yeah.
Now Nancy got to give up her gavel.
What?
Well, yeah, they set it up that way. Yeah, they don't have the majority of the House no more.
Oh,
so
the Republicans got a slim majority.
They do have a slim majority. They still have to the only thing that kind of helps this is they still have to now get some sort of Democratic support in order to pass stuff on to the Senate. However,
Pelosi gone.
Yeah. However,
but she take care of her husband right now. He got his ass whooped. So
look, I don't know why he didn't take that old shotgun. I know he had on the bed.
Then the only sad thing about this is it's going to be a lot of investigations on bullshit about Hunter Biden and everything else.
They coming. They coming. Yeah. Exactly, because they're gonna try to pay. It's gonna be payback for Trump. for this whole January 6th. It's gonna be a bunch of people. They're gonna kill that investigation. That's gonna be the first they're gonna do. They're gonna kill that committee. So, but you know what? Here in Florida, I'm happy about the one young man, the 25-year-old boy, from the Generation Z. I think his last name is Frost.
Is it Maxwell Frost?
It starts with an L. I don't know if it's Maxwell, baby, but it starts with an L. But you know, he is cute. He a cute little bunny.
How you doing, girl?
That's a bunny. He over there around you, Chubb, baby. He in that area around you over there.
Oh, he want to be?
Yeah, he over there in your area.
Oh, he in my area?
He was at the Orlando Pride.
I might have had him. I might have gave him a little one.
He was at Orlando Pride.
Yeah, he was at Orlando Pride.
Both of y'all like the same thing. He's a daughter.
He's a daughter of God.
I don't know if he's a daughter, but he was there.
Oh, I might have served him some soup there. Oh,
not soup.
He is somebody that I think is going to be good. For one, he is what we call Generation Z, and that's generally those are people that were born in the late 90s to early 2010s. If you were born within that time range, you are considered to be Generation Z.
Your governor signed this hours. I think it's Maxwell Frost. I think
last name is Frost. I think it's District 10.
Yeah, Val Deming's seat.
That's the seat that Val Deming's getting ready to give up.
Yeah, her seat.
Well, what was the turnout for their election? I would love to look at the
I didn't look at them numbers in specific, but he ran against an old white man.
A lot of Generation Zers voted for him, so much so that the Republican Party is now looking at raising the age limit to voting to 21 in Florida, no less.
And he's still in school.
Yes, and he is still in school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, and I mean, I tell kids all the time, a lot of kids and parents that are listening to this, your child can register to vote at 16. They can register. They just can't vote. So they can register to vote to have that ready for them to register early. And again, this is what the Republican Party knows. They know they can get early registrations in and then groom their voting power through media and parents to have that in place. So by the time they go to polls, then they do that. The other thing I think we failed, and we did a good job with Obama, Lord have mercy, with Obama, is we made sure these college students move their voting experience to the state that they're in. And I don't think that people understand how powerful and important that is. If you're going to FAMU and you from, Timbuktu, you don't need to be, you ain't going up there to vote every time. You need to move your voting power to the place where you get fed every day, at least until you move. And that was not done, and it hasn't been done very well. Strategies in the Democrat, it's whack. Like it is absolutely out of the box. It hasn't been doing well, and again, they got what they deserve, honestly.
Yeah, but we did have some wins elsewhere. Like I got to shout out Wes Moore, who is going to be the first Black governor of Maryland. Is she a niece? Wes Moore.
Watch him out. He over here.
Oh, it don't matter. Terrence, I know a few of them. I told you the stories. I know a few of them. I know a whole line, matter of fact.
Not that one.
But Wes Moore's gonna be the first. That's history.
That is
the first Black governor
in Maryland. Yeah,
of Maryland. And then you got and then you got what's the lady name? The first openly she's gonna be the first open lesbian governor of Massachusetts. Haley, was it Haley Driscoll?
Something like that. I don't know. I heard about that.
Yeah. And I'm happy out there in Arizona that Katie Hobbs beat Carrie Lake ass out there. I don't like Carrie Lake.
That monkey still talking about something. The election was questionable. It's Sarah Palin. She's just like,
Oh,
I mean,
Palin.
just
Paisley. I like Paisley.
Take her ass on over there to that ice, that block of ice where Sarah
Yeah,
Palin at.
sit and watch Russia from her backyard. Just do something with yourself. Just retarded.
Now, did y'all see Donald Trump's speech last night? This fool talking about he running for president again.
Absolutely not.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Y'all sound like everybody just went like, I don't know.
Baby, it was just like the speech. It was low energy.
It was. I didn't know if he. Oh, wait a minute. What job just fine?
What is he doing?
What job just fine?
He like he don't discover something.
He did.
I just had to go follow him. His name is Maxwell Frost.
Oh,
Yes, that's Mother Frost.
All right, Maxwell. Although I have a man, wait a minute.
Leave that baby alone.
All right, Maxwell.
Hold on, sit him over here, but he might need an administrative assistant. You know, he gonna need a staff up there at the Congress, down to the Congress.
Hello.
I think he's 24. Is he 24 or 25?
He's 25.
25.
I mean, that insurance just went down.
Right.
He can officially rent a car.
Right. On his own. About it.
Ooh, baby.
And he ain't even got to do that. Now he can get a staff to do it for
We
him.
play drums too.
He played the drums.
You play the drums.
Well, he's Afro-Cuban. They ain't say African American.
He mixed with something. He mixed with something.
And he doing his research. Look at him.
I see.
But baby, that's a cute little buddy. But you know that ain't my speed, baby. You know, you go to my mountaintop, baby. You got to be something different. My mountaintop, and they go down to the valley low.
Your feet can't be dangling from the mountain. Your feet can't be dangling.
You can't be sus. I'm gonna leave it like that.
How you know he's sus?
That's sus. But I celebrate the diversity.
That's my God. And it's okay. You know, it's okay. He's very much so. He gives Butch Bunny. That's what my godmama would say. He's Butch Bunny.
What is Butch?
That ain't Butch. That man ain't Butch.
What is Butch Bunny?
Ain't Butch.
Butch Bunnies are your real masculine, quote unquote masculine gay boys. But baby, that ain't Butch.
He's masculine.
Baby, that's a femme bunny.
That's well educated. You know what? No, don't even get into that with it because I think he has a little education. He ain't as hood as he like.
Right.
Joke.
So, Femme Queen and Butch Bunny are based on education.
You know that.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. He said it. I didn't say nothing about his education.
I didn't say that, Chubb.
Baby, I just read him in my missionary spirit. That's a femme bunny.
Okay, Mother Kelly.
I'm gonna be like Mother Kelly. Go over there. Whoa, lay on my.
God telling me to shut up.
Shut up.
God telling you to shut up.
Shoot. I'm gonna go sit up on. I'm gonna go up and sit on the stage like Andrew Caldwell.
Try to. You didn't stand on the steps.
Andrew made it back up. Andrew made it back up. Did he, Mario? Did he make it back up?
He did. Because Shirley came and got him.
Oh, somebody came and got him.
Shirley came and got Barbara down there from the stage. Andrew Caldwell is Barbara, so Shirley came and got Barbara because Barbara got ahead to get back on the stage. So it's Barbara and Shirley. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Down there to the convocation.
The coaching convocation going on right now.
Oh no, it's over. It's over.
It's over now.
Oh, I thought it was on YouTube. Okay.
It was last week, and they ended on Sunday.
Can I ask a question?
What's the question?
From the Baptist side. Why they grooming that baby like that?
Baby, they setting that baby up.
They got him preaching. Why they grooming him like that? What is
This is what I be talking about because I had a friend. He is no longer with us. You know what? Because he's scared. If he say something, they're gonna try to bash him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you.
I had it,
but as a Baptist, I'm just confused.
It's crazy because I had a friend, and DeMar, you know who I'm talking about. A couple years ago, he went on to glory. he was somebody that was indoctrinated from his childhood just like that. And I don't like when you I know you ain't nothing wrong with raising a baby up in church. You know.
No.
But when you set these big expectations on these children at such a young age, when they don't even know who God is for themselves.
Right.
They just doing what you teaching them to do.
Right.
And what they see other people do.
And it's fun and entertaining at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have enjoy it a little bit for the moment of what they're doing because of whatever little praise and accolades that they're getting.
And then these children do have gifts. So sometimes they give show at an early age, but they don't understand the weight of that gift. They don't understand the responsibility that comes with that. And then you set them up for failure when you put them on pedestals like that. Because then when they fall later on, then that's when the church gonna turn on them. But you set them up like that.
Look at his father.
What he singing Dorinda song? The little boy when he singing Dorinda song. Whose song it was? He was singing.
Yeah, he was
down at the Kojic convocation.
Yeah,
weird song.
It's a Kojic person.
He was down there singing one of them Clark sister songs. He sung it now. I'll give it to him now. He sung. They had the little boy preaching and everything. I said, Lord, they sent this little boy up for failure.
Well,
he don't even know.
This is very similar. He's very similar. If you remember, was it Carr? What's the other guy? The father is also a prophet, and this Carr guy, he goes around very flashy, young, but he's also, he was raised in church. He has this gift for prophecy, and that's what
you talking about. Bronisha?
What his name is?
You talking about Bronisha?
What is real?
Because I heard you say. Oh, he ain't talking about Brian Corn. No.
Yeah, I am talking about him. That him.
Oh, Bronisha. Yeah.
I don't know that name. You may be calling them sweet names, and I don't know them sweet names.
Well.
When all else fails, just say daughter of God. Niece.
But yeah, here it is.
I'll give my thought on it. I said this when I was in the bed the other day. I feel like give this child a chance for all of us church babies who have grown up in church and our parents pushed us too soon. They made us preach, we had to do on everything, every auxiliary. We had to be at prayer band, Bible band, usher boy meeting, everything. We had to be praying and fasting. We had to be, I don't know if y'all had the little purity rings. I never had one of them things, but I was too scared to do anything because they just put the fear of the Lord in me. So
I couldn't wait to see you.
Baby, by the time I got old enough and wasn't nobody around, baby, I wasn't a hoe, but I was sure fucking. I'll tell you that right now.
So what you call it then if you wasn't a hoe?
I was getting me a piece.
Piece of ho-ho.
A piece of something, child.
Oh.
I call it communion.
Not communion.
Commune with you. Praise and worship. Give me a good A and B selection.
Wound up giving a lot of D selections.
The worship was dripping. Thank you.
It was a lot of D selections.
It was dripping, wasn't it?
It was dripping.
It was dripping, wasn't it?
It was my first time too, and it was dripping. I thank God it was dripping on that.
A lot of duets.
Oh, wasn't no duets.
Ooh, baby. That's what I learned at the time. I was a good soloist.
No.
Yes, I had the capacity to lead.
Did you grab the mic right?
Did you do a lot of sound checking?
I took him to the promised land.
Hey.
That's why they name you MLK.
That's why they made me a mission. They put me in the junior missionary board early on.
You was Moses, right? You was leading the peoples.
Now he was Moses because he had the rod and staff.
So your seat was
Oh.
party. Oh,
yeah, you was
Baby.
okay.
My God.
Baby, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Your seat wasn't red, I'm sure.
baby, but she party, baby.
Hey Darius, we need to get one of these jobs. We just gonna borrow his right now because them sound effects are hitting on it. I be wanting them too. I be wanting to get them.
You ain't got no hoop triggers.
He got to get one. He got to get one.
I gotta get one, yeah.
You got no hoop triggers. You say yeah. Oh,
Yes. Come on now. That's a sanctified chord.
Somebody Oregon to do some singing, Lord. Jesus.
Hey, Christian, what you say?
That'll do it.
Watch out there now. Hold it. Hold it.
Hello.
I know something about it.
I think that's the universal. That's universal church right there.
Yes,
That's
Lord.
universal black church.
You ever been in church and when the musician hit that certain chord, everybody go in like, hey! That's it. Shout out to me, a little double Chubb they gonna be over there in the corner going in.
It don't take much. It don't take much. It don't take much.
Oh my God.
And you just proved it, right? You
Think about the goodness of the Lord. Jesus, hallelujah.
Look, Chuck gone. Y'all done lost Chuck.
Come back.
Come on, back, Chubb. Come on, break it in.
I'm a church boy. I'm sorry. You know, when I hear that music,
But that's
Don't get good, Chuck. Don't get good to you. Woo.
You can't help it. It's you get that feeling in your feet. Just get the moving. You feel it. Come on, Chubb, go ahead. You been sitting there, so you know you don't been up.
That's not my praise music.
Y'all gonna mess up his head wrap. Don't do
You
that.
see me over here? This is
For those listening,
What's the other one? Oh, that's too fast. Hold on, take me down to 150. All right, musician. All right.
That's
Thank
the
you,
machine you got.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I need you to
Say it again,
send me that. I need you to send me that so I can get one of those. Yeah, I need one of those. Yes, because sometimes you just need that little. Woo, Lord. Yes, just need that.
Listen. Okay, side note, I know we steering off from the show, but listen, it's called the hoops triggers. And I'm telling you, I mean, I pay $24 a month, but I'm telling you, when I be on the show, sometimes I just get off of my own little world. It just bless my spirits and things.
Yes, Lord, because God is amazing. That's that little organ. I got a piano in my house, so you know. Whoo.
Did
Wait a minute, is that back in the corner?
No, not. I'm about
I look outside at a piano over there. Oh Lord, I tell you, I love y'all. But yeah, I just going back to the young man, I do recognize God can, he can reveal gifts in young kids as well as he can in an adult. But I think the difference is, I think you need to let that child develop their relationship and not just put them on the spot.
Facts.
And make them do what they see other people do, and they don't really understand why they doing it. Or, I think if the gift is in them, like they said, if it's in you, it's gonna come out.
Regardless.
What's in you gonna come out.
Well, they're displaying him like a circus right now, and that's what's scary about it. And people who have that, the more you put people in a position like that, and you don't help them to make sure they can develop, when they do tumble, when they do stumble, all the media, all of these people come back and attack him, and he's gonna feel
yes, Lord.
He's gonna experience life. Like he's going to experience life. Life is going to happen, and that's what the elders used to say. When you know that you know that you know, right.
Lord,
when you know that you know that you know, it's a completely different God that we talking about. The God I knew when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 is most definitely not the God I know at 43.
Absolutely.
Hello, somebody.
You know,
it's about that personal relationship. It's about that personal.
So that's the God. So the God that we're talking about right here on this platform right now. That's why we talking about a rent paying God. We talking about a God that put food on the table.
An employment God.
We talking about a God that fixed bank accounts. I know something about it. See, don't let the rocks fool you.
Watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Hello,
that'll do it.
My God, I felt that down in my pinky toe.
Back in those days, Mom and Daddy used to do it. Now you do it yourself, and you see what had to go through. You see what had to rub the pennies together, and you had to pay that bill to get paid. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. You hear me? Hello?
Yes.
I ain't gonna start, Lord.
When you want to call somebody and you can't.
And you can't. You hear me? And you gotta call on Lord. They don't know Jesus.
And you gotta sit there and suffer in silence, and you gotta smile on your face, but people don't really know what you're going through.
Hello, somebody.
And
but you still gotta go to work.
And you still gotta go to work. And you gotta be a
still gotta be in that cubicle.
You gotta have the smile on your face. Yeah, baby. Yes. That. But
yeah. And see, I think that's the situation with church as we know it now.
Yeah.
People have gotten to a place where they've gotten to know the Lord for themselves.
Amen.
And it's not the fairy tales that we were taught when we were kids. Oh, God is amazing. He's this old. Well, baby, listen here. I mean, it didn't work like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I prayed, he didn't come through the first time. He didn't come through. And he might not have came through the third time, but he came through. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to preach. I ain't trying to be y'all.
You're doing it.
But I'm just like, at the end of the day, I know for myself, like I grew up just like little Jonathan. I think that's the little boy's name. I grew up just like that, like growing up in church, being raised to do everything. Play the instruments, preach.
And you better be baptized before you're 13.
And you better be baptized and you better catch the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Did all of that. And I promise you, when I faced trials and tribulations in my life growing up, even going through my adulthood, it didn't happen like what everybody said. Right. I experienced him for myself. And so there was a time in my life where I was just like, I didn't want to believe in God no more. Because I was there. Hello. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you this right here.
Hello.
I felt it.
Come on.
I remember at a point in my life when I didn't know I was hungry and I was young. I was hungry. I just got home from school. I didn't have nothing to eat. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? You know? And I prayed. I tell this a lot. I prayed and I had just heard the Spirit tell me to walk to the store. I've never had this to happen to me before in my life. I walked to the store a few times, and that last time I walked, it was $1 where it was like $10 waving on the ground. I picked that stuff up, went to the store, and got me something to eat. Now, the first time I did that, I went to the store, bought some shit I wasn't supposed to buy, and the Lord quickly reminded me and said, "Now, didn't you say you was hungry?" And I had to go take all that stuff back and go. But again, he's proven to me, the Spirit has proven to me to be exactly what I need. So when I sit in churches and I hear people say a bunch of stuff, it does not register with me because God never dealt with me like that. This is why I'm so conflicted when they talk about God can't use no homosexual. Baby. Has done great and mighty. He has moved mountains. He's done great and mighty.
You hear me? Do you hear me?
Oh. You can't tell it like I can tell it, huh?
Hello, somebody.
Walk into rooms and people have actually, oh my God, your presence, that ain't me, that's God. But it's okay.
I got the grease on. But it's okay. BBBO. Hey.
You know, a lot of these people, they they see you and they see the calling on your life and they hate you and they resent you
They hate you
for
for
it.
it, and you can't
You
help
know,
it, but that's who you are. You know
Y'all
what
know
I'm
we
saying?
some church kids.
And look, listen, I'm a real homosexual, honey. Like I'm so homosexual.
for real.
My daddy's a deacon, one of the head deacons. He made me
Your
mad
hermit
one.
section.
You look, he made me so mad one day. So I came to church and had my hair pinch plaits and nails out the hill, and I knew my uncle was gonna call me up to sing. I knew it. I just knew it. So I sat there with my little head thing on. He said, "My nephew here, come on here and bless us with a song." Honey, I got in front of that church, and honey, I put that little thing back. My daddy's face was red. I say, "Good morning, church." And I had every diamond on every nail. My mama, she just said that my son is hell. Sure did. I was so mad at my dad. I knew that would get him.
But I bet you sung their asses under the bench,
Baby,
didn't
I
you?
saw that bitch under the bitch. You hear me? And I don't know how the people they work with the nails like that. But I was having a hard time to get dressed that morning. But I was like, how the fuck y'all do this shit? But I got the bitches right on off as soon as I left church. You hear me? I ain't got time. I ain't got time. So I was one of them. See, we wasn't. See, I'm from the hood. Like I'm from where the rats and roaches, they fight and stuff at.
I
So
lived over there too.
my mom wasn't. She was a dope lady. You know what I'm saying? So when we went to church,
Oh, I like your kind of mom. I like her.
yeah,
yeah.
she was a coat lady. Everybody know, that's my mom or my daddy was the weed man, whatever. So I
She
was
had
just,
good food at her house, didn't she?
no, my daddy cooked. My mama didn't cook like that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
okay. It was good food at the house. I remember them. They used to be down there in Washington Park. Darius, you know what Washington Park used
I
to
know
be?
Washington Park at.
Yes, that's my mama. So what happened? She would send us to church on Sundays. And she would so for years she never went. Then she finally started coming to church. And then when my dad and them started going to church, I started figuring out that my uncle was the pastor, my grandma was the mother of the church. So for years I didn't know about this shit. I went to Sunday school, ate the cookies, and came back home. And then next thing you know, we got baptized, and then we had to go to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and back on Sunday again. See, listen. I was experimenting. I ain't gonna tell you my age, but still, I was experimenting back then. Giving out D flats.
Not
So,
just that.
Babe, I was D sharp.
so what he has said about somebody else's, their past, you hear people say, God been good to you. I'm like, yeah, but when you get older, and you have to really go for it yourself. You know what I'm saying? My mom passed years ago. You know what I'm saying? Baby, that's some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? Excuse for cussing. Like, God know my heart.
You have to
Amen.
excuse it.
The Lord made cuss words. Have your way.
No way. We're a cursing church over here.
Hey, bo.
Y'all is so crazy. So I
Just cuss me
understand,
with the right
everybody has their
numbers
own
to the
opinion.
lottery.
Huh? I'll be $1 million by now. Y'all look crazy.
What you say?
Y'all gonna have me on here
Yeah, there you
shout
go.
and stuff. Yeah, you hear me, Jesus. Ooh, Lord, Father.
What you got there?
Mhm.
What you got?
Now, I was just sitting over here thinking about the goodness of the Lord, hallelujah, and how
all
good He's
he has
been in my
done
life,
for me.
saints. All that
No.
He has done for me.
Ooh.
I thank God for how He has kept me down through the years.
Yeah.
Yes, hallelujah. Yes.
See, they don't
Lord.
do this. They don't do this testimonial no more. That's
They
why
don't do this kind of testimonies because
And
the stuff
that's
that
the
you know what,
problem.
and for real talk, I know that God has a covering on my life. I've shared this story before. I know I have on Friday nights that in 2008 I was shot
Yes.
9 times.
What you did? Give that good dick out.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me give you the tea.
Okay.
So what it was, there was this piece of trade that I knew, and one time the trade was riding in my car.
That'll do
He
it.
stole. I had some money in my console. He took the money. So a long period of time had gone by from that incident. So I went to my gay mama house one night.
Oh shit.
I get up in the house. Trade is there.
Oh, what's your money?
So I ain't the kind of person, baby. If you do something to me, I'm not the kind of person. I'm not gonna encounter you and not bring it up.
Mm.
You know.
You better have my money.
So I simply said, it was like $7. I simply said to him, and we wasn't no arguing, wasn't no fussing. It was like, dude, if you need it, I know you took that money, and if you had needed it that badly, I would have gave it to you. Had you asked.
Right.
So back then, I didn't listen to my inner man the way that I do now.
Okay.
I have a gay mother that I adore, that I would do anything for, hands down. If
He's a
she asked me
blessing to the body of Christ. Amen.
Yeah. If they asked me to do something, hands down, I was that kind of child. Hands down, I would do it. I wouldn't question. I wouldn't, whatever they asked, I would do.
Okay.
So as I was getting ready to leave the house, not knowing the whole time we was in there with this dude, he had a gun on him. And he could have killed both of us.
Jesus.
So as I was leaving, she asked me to give him a ride up the street. Now, like I said, I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all a disclaimer. Back then, I didn't have as much common sense as I have.
Okay.
And my inner man told me then no. But because she asked, and I was so used to saying yes, I agreed. So we got in the car. We went up a couple blocks up the street, made it 1 or 2 turns. He said, okay, I'm getting off. As he was getting out of the passenger's door, I started just seeing these bright lights, and I felt like I was being stung. Bright here to the right, I saw bright flashes, and I just felt I felt like I was getting stung. I had never felt anything like that before. It didn't even register to me what was happening. I threw my arm up right here on my wrist. My wrist is fused. That's where one of the bullets went through. On my arm, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Y'all can't see my arm. I have a scar from where they had to take a vein from my leg, an artery from my leg, and make a vein in my arm. I have up my arm, I have the marks from where the bullets entered my arm, and I got shot twice in the chest, once right here and one on the side. Now, the blessing in being a fat hoe was that
cushion the bullet.
So he shot me with a 22. He shot me 9 times with a 22 because I was probably twice the size that I am now. So all that fat caught all them bullets. Now somebody Terrence's size, you might have been with Jesus right now, but he shot me and I kind of went into shock. I remember him closing the door, and I remember him walking around the front of the car. That's why I thank God for being a keeper, because as he was walking in front of the car, I snapped out of shock. And bitch, when I tell you hello, give the word again.
I ran him over.
I ran that bitch over.
And I put the car in park. Amen.
And then I put it in reverse.
And backed up.
Not at all.
To make sure.
And then I drove up the street, calling my gay mom on the phone. I could see the bone coming out of my wrist. My arm was swollen. I had lost the feeling in my fingers. I called my gay mama. She came outside. They called the ambulance. They had to life flight me to the hospital. Now, I ran him over twice. Now, he got away. He hobbled away. They called him the next morning because he couldn't go nowhere because he was a little, he couldn't get that far.
You should have ran him one more time.
I should have got him 3 times for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And the Holy Ghost. In the name of Jesus.
So I remember that experience, and why I would have preferred not to have gone through that experience. The thing that I learned in that experience was, one, always listen to your inner man. My spirit was telling me that night, don't give him no ride. I learned then to listen to myself. I don't care how much I love somebody, or the admiration that I may have for them, or the respect that I may have for them. When your spirit tell you something different, baby, listen to your inner man or your inner woman. Listen to that and go with God.
Hey, man.
Cause he gonna go with you. Mhm.
Yes, and even in the midst of that situation, he was there because I believe that when he was walking around the front of that
he
car,
was coming.
he was coming to finish me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted a headshot. He couldn't get a good headshot if he was trying to climb. He
For $7 though?
No, it wasn't for $7. It was for respect.
Yeah.
It was disrespect that he probably felt in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And a real true street, I know you know, Chuck, but in a real true street situation, I kill you about respect.
And you're right. But he should have shot that. He took his $7. He disrespected him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you felt disrespected because he confronted you as a man. As a man, you should have said, you know what, dog, I apologize.
And the thing was, I didn't see it coming because there was no argument.
Yeah.
There was no raised voices.
No.
Oh,
there
he
were
just
no
felt
threats.
type of way, just like Oh no.
Yeah, he probably, and this happens all the time. This happens more so probably to our trans brothers and sisters, you know, in that situation. More than ever.
And I am somebody that have never been arrested in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say that. Jesus.
You know.
I can't.
You know. I've been detained, but I was never. You know. So
staying out of prison before, but
I had a younger brother who is now deceased, who was a dope dealer.
Okay.
And had been to prison. And so we were as different as night and day. And so that's one of the things that really bothered me, even with his situation, because it's like, how can he, with all of what he went through, how could I wind up in a similar experience? You know, because we were so different. But I learned to listen to myself. You know, to listen to my inner man. Baby, I learned that night. If I didn't know Trade before, baby, I know that Trade can't be trusted. Trade ain't loyal. They sold to the highest bidder.
Damn.
And y'all might hear me joke about Trade and play about Trade, but baby, I also know the ugly side of Trade.
Yeah. Yeah. Many people don't come out of those moments. And I mean, you were doing it in the right way, you know.
But I'm one of the ones that did. And see, that's what church people don't know where to shout. That was where the sanctified court was supposed to come in.
Yeah, that's what, millions didn't make it. Like these 15,000 women that Iran trying to take out. Millions don't make, you know, millions.
And so I could tell that story now. I used to be ashamed to talk about it.
Why would you
because you know, when it happened, I could not foresee. There was nobody that knew me that would think that I would be in a situation like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it did cause some friction between me and my gay mother for a while, because I kind of blamed them
for
the situation, but realizing they was in just as much danger as I was.
Right.
They didn't know that he had a gun in there, and that he was, you know, he had that kind of intention. You know what?
Because what if he would have stayed? You would have said no. What if he would have shot them up, and you would have felt bad for not taking him? But you would have never known either way what the outcome would have been.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And so, you know, when I hear, you know, and I've been watching and seeing about all the, you know, the situations with gun violence, like the situation with Takeoff from Migos.
You have about the new one with the West Virginia college.
And then you got these 3 football players and this a young black man who is the suspect.
Right, they got him, but they said that he was bullied.
And they're saying that there may have been a hazing, possible hazing,
right?
Situation.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot that comes out of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot.
Wasn't a hazing, right?
Takeoff wasn't. Yeah,
Takeoff, and that, you know, allegedly the bullet wasn't even meant for him.
It wasn't even meant for him, but it's just the fact that people so freely want to take out a gun.
Yeah,
right.
Because these hoes can't box. That's what all these hoes can't stand the pain.
They pump.
They can't even hold a punch, but you can't even take a punch. Bitch, we used to eat punches.
Thank you. I know, baby. The gay boys I know, baby, we'll fight in the damn minute. What?
Out there, you hear me?
Now we gonna win some, and we might lose some, but bitch, we live to fight another day.
And bitch, don't give a fuck about getting jumped. Bitch, I'll fight you and your people. What's up? You know what I'm saying? But now they want to. Oh, now you would hit me, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So these people, it's just so much going on, and and I
It's
hope
a
that they
lot.
find out who's responsible in that situation. But it's just so much going on out here, and and to know what you can't even go to a simple football game. You can't even go. Now, granted, I talked about the situation in Tallahassee with those 9 shooters. None of that had anything to do with FAMU.
Yeah.
Or their homecoming activities, but you know what the narrative was in the media.
It's always
It
like
was
that.
FAMU homecoming.
Yeah, but there was also a Florida State game there.
There was a Florida State game there.
There was also other activities there, and of course, it's always going to be targeted
at blacks
towards the brown people, the dark skin.
So, and like this weekend coming up, it's going to be classic weekend here. Lord Jesus.
Yes, I will be there. I'm hoping you come out with me Friday, Chubb.
You
got to come out. You got to come down to the booth. I got the booth.
I'm a Christian these days.
Come on, I'm a Christian woman too. I'm gonna be holy and sanctified in the bar.
I can't
do it. I'm gonna be doing outreach.
I can't be. I want to outreach.
Reaching out.
I'm gonna be in there passing out Bible verses. Blessed be the peacekeeper.
Giving out communion.
Yes. Since I'm not going to Tallahassee, I'll come out there and come.
Yes, and I was gonna. We have to acknowledge our friend, Vegas Corleone. For some of you who may have known him personally, Matt. I met Matt many years ago in Tallahassee when he first started entertaining. He was an entertainer when I first got into doing clubs and hosting and all of that. And Vegas went home to be with the Lord a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
He had a very rough patch, but he was a soldier, and he soldiered through all of that.
Yes, he did.
And I was actually talking to my best friend who's related to him, and they were telling us how he wanted to go home. He told his mother he wanted to go home. His mother took him home in the car, and hospice was supposed to meet them at the house. And a couple minutes before he got to the house, he went on home. But you know what? That baby made it home.
He made it home. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had known on it. I wouldn't have blocked him.
I know y'all had a little. He blocked off. Yeah, he blocked. It was some extenuating circumstance.
Why you drive my friend like that?
It was some outside forces.
It was some evil forces at work.
It was some evil forces.
Let me say this. I wish me and him would have had a conversation before he passed away, because our last conversation didn't end on the right terms. I didn't block him though. It was
some other forces at work. It's okay.
Oh yeah, it was some other stuff there. So, but
it's demons out on the West Coast.
We were still cool. Oh, not demons. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that demon.
Well, we gonna pray on that thing.
They heavy demons, shall they heavy demons.
Pray on.
So, sad to see him go, but it is what it is. Y'all are crazy.
You said heavy demons, sir?
The heavy demons, yeah.
Heavy Lord.
Hello. Yes, Lord. But I'm gonna come out this weekend. I ain't been out so long. It's been some years.
I know you do all your entertaining at home.
Well, I'm more with I be with the straight folks. You know what I'm saying? So when I do decide to go out, I be at the straight clubs and stuff like that with my cousins. The dope boys, the trades. I be with them.
That's why I want to be with Ed.
Didn't we just have a conversation about trade?
Right.
But guess what, baby? I'm wiser.
These are my cousins, so this is not.
Oh, not you, Chuck.
No, that's why I was.
I'm wiser, because if I had to learn, I never would have made it.
Hello, somebody.
Okay, Marvin. Okay,
wiser. Hello, somebody. But so normally, when I do decide to step out, I go, to the straight events and stuff like that. I haven't been to a gay club in so long.
They told me they moved Paramount.
What the fuck is Paramount?
Parliament. They closed Parliament.
They
Well,
said
hold on,
they
wait.
finna get a new building.
I'm mad that he said that thing with like he knew he was talking about they closed Parliament.
Baby, you know what? I got a story about Parliament House, baby, because you know, Chubb, Parliament used to have them hotels in that little beach area.
Ooh, nah,
Baby,
I ain't gonna lie, I love.
I'm glad the walls ain't done no more to tell the story.
I've never been, but I just remember I used to pass there all the time, and I would always hear stories about it. But I'm like, I was scared to go over there. I was like, oh Jesus!
Don't be scared. I served mini soup.
What did
Mini soup. Mini soup. You fed the hungry. You fed the hungry.
Hello, somebody. I fed the mouse that need to be fed.
Lord, speaking of feeding the hungry, I saw a story out of Arizona with a married couple. They're both teaching a middle school, and this married couple who are both teachers were doing OnlyFans videos in the class.
In the classroom, skeeting on the
desk and on the chalkboard.
Oh Lord!
And the kids saw the OnlyFans. Somebody, what is a middle schooler doing on OnlyFans in the first place? That's what I want to know. How he got an account? How he got a subscription?
One of the parents had brought it to the school board. That was.
But what got me was, okay, they got rid of both teachers, but then the wife gets on and makes a statement, and she said, "My children are the most important thing to me, and I'm already spending countless hours outside of my contract time on extra school activities, and I don't think it." And she did, and she said, "I don't think it's fair that I have to sacrifice my own children's time because our professional salary doesn't pay enough."
No, she said that. But
now I'm trying to correlate how her children's time got to do with the fact that y'all don't.
And to me, she got to contradict herself because how you say they mess up your children's time when you got time to go back to the school?
But you got time to go back there and take it by the desk.
Right. You got time to be a content creator, creating content in the classroom.
At the school. And you mad because they fired your ass because you in the classroom punching.
Playing good teacher.
Bargain for apples. Eating mangoes. But y'all remember when Terrence, I don't know if y'all saw it, but you remember when Terrence ate that mango?
Terrence, what a mango, Terrence.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
Baby, when I tell you you missed an experience, we was all sitting here looking like.
Look at Josh. He is a fucking mess.
It was like he just ate the hell out of that mango.
I wasn't even here for it. I was upset I missed it.
I had got a little warm. I was like, look how he eat that mango.
Give me your address. I'm going to send you some mangoes, okay?
I think you got a future on OnlyFans. You can do it. You can charge to eat mangoes.
You know that is the turn on people to eat fruit.
Yeah, do mukbangs and things.
Oh.
If I do what?
Yeah, a mukbang. You eat it all slow. And,
Oh, really? I'm going to get you to manage that. So you tell me how to do it.
Well, I can be your manager. Don't worry about it. I'm going to see you
mangoes. Look, folks get turned on. They see all the little juices flowing, and you got a beard too.
I got your camera.
Juices and berries flowing.
You got a camera.
I got your camera.
No, I'm trying to get warmed up to the OnlyFans because I see a lot of friends that I like. What's her name? Just joined OnlyFans, the comedian.
Who?
What's my girl name? The big comedian. She also did Rihanna's.
What's
you know her name?
Lunel,
right? Lunel.
Lord, did y'all see Lunel in that bathing suit and them leisure, the underwear? Baby, I was like, Lunel, what is going on, Lunel?
But you know what's funny though is the reason why Lunel could do that is that there are people that that body type is a turn on for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It is.
I was like, Luna, let me go put on my shit.
Let me go set my camera on.
Right. So while y'all talking about me and my mangoes,
That body type is a turn on for them.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
Okay.
And so and also you got to remember too, there's a market of OnlyFans that these older men are going after too.
Yeah.
Right. The older men. I first learned about OnlyFans from my LA friends, and a lot of those LA guys and LA women out there doing feet fetish, that have foot fetish.
Listen.
And that was a big thing. And so they started doing foot fetish, showing off their feet and making good money doing it. Right. They would come here to Miami and were like, hey, Terrence, we want to play in the sand with our feet. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, this is new to me. But
and they make money off your feet.
they make money off your feet, right? You know, I'm like, no, I need to get paid because my feet ain't like that. But, you know, I need to get paid off that, you know? But yeah. So I'm gonna say this as a person who was a teacher, who was an educator, who was in a classroom. One, she might be talking about kids as in her kids that she teach. So I do have to reference that. Sometimes we as teachers use the term.
Are you a teacher?
Kids, huh?
You a teacher?
No, I came out of the classroom to be in a museum now. But yeah, I told her, yeah, I'm a certified. That's what I got my first degree in education.
Okay.
Yeah, K through 12, man. I love it. I wouldn't have left the classroom if it paid more. I will admit that.
Okay.
If it paid,
Which is
more,
sad. I think they should pay teachers.
yeah,
more.
and they are. You know, I hear Florida's going to be doing that. But my concern with her rebuttal is that you don't make right by doing wrong.
Right.
Right. And so you know that the classroom, whether you know you all are in the classroom, you know, that's freaky. I get it. The janitor, I can tell you a number of people have had sex in the janitor's closet in the bathrooms in schools. I'm gonna tell you, it happens. But this is a day and age where everybody wants to record and everybody wants to repost.
That's a fucking problem, right? Yeah.
Some of that stuff is not meant to be reposted. Let's talk.
Sure.
Like,
Although some of that stuff is meant for your personal library.
Right. Well, and then you got to be
Not
careful.
even then.
Yeah,
Don't
you got to be
record.
careful. Then you got like Pastor like Dawkins or Darwin, whatever that pastor is from Miami, and you know he didn't
I'm so
know.
sick of this.
Right, he didn't know that the boy was gonna post it on his OnlyFans.
You lied.
You lied.
But
Child, he was looking all of the damn video.
look,
Okay,
yeah,
so
he gave him permission.
Terrence, let me stop you.
I
right
know,
now.
Josh. I
Goddamn
knew you
it.
was gonna come for me, Josh.
Let me stop you,
I
motherfucker.
knew you was gonna come for me.
Now, first of all, now I need to do this on my own show, but I'm gonna do this right here, right now.
Go ahead. We got you. I want to hear what you
Now, first of all, Dwayne
Yeah,
knew he
Dwayne.
was being recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Dwayne
gave
was-
permission. He said he gave permission.
No. Dwayne was given two options.
Okay.
You either take
Uh-oh, somebody dropped
you
the
either,
phone.
you either take the fact of getting exposed by sleeping with this man, or you get exposed another way, and then you're going to jail.
Wait, why he going to jail?
Ooh,
Why he going to jail?
I just called it.
Darius know what I'm talking about because I told Darius about this. See, Dwayne was given two options
Wait, why he going to jail?
because he
Right.
was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Supposed to be doing something that would have put him behind bars for sure.
Was that boy
Oh.
underage? Huh?
Well, so they been fucking for a long time. Don't be pulling up your good old lip gloss. So he was fucking that boy all this time when he was underage too. So
He was given an ultimatum.
and you better do it, or I'm gonna put you in jail. Or what's the other option?
So he chose the option that would left him free. Whatever that was.
Which it ultimately still destroyed his preaching career, but he's out here free.
Right.
So if he had went the other way, he would have went to jail. But the thing that bothers me about that is it's like you get out here and you're trying to spin this narrative, which that's what bothers me about the church. Oh, I feel that looking is really about to kick in now.
Well, I should have pulled me a cup. I have a whole bar here. Jesus. I do got a
No.
ball here, but
This kills me when people in the church try to spin a narrative like, you know, they're just so saintly. No, you like to bust a nut. We all like to bust a nut, but at the end of the day, don't justify it.
Right.
Bitch, we saw you on the video looking in the camera. Bitch, you what? You listen.
And that stroke game was weak too. But keep going.
That stroke game.
That stroke game needed prayer. That's what that stroke game.
That stroke game needed a lot of prayer
It needed-
because it wasn't by nothing.
I'm like, sir, you got all this long dick and you can't fuck.
And it was weak.
All that dick you can't fuck.
I was like, girl.
Them type. Good.
I was like, bitch, I don't eat. First of all, I'm tell y'all right now.
Okay.
I don't do dick. I mean, you know, I've learned to be versatile, but I'm like, I can't do no 12, 13, 10, 8, 9, 11, 5. I can't do all that stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Let me tell you like this right here, bitch. If I did have a dick like that, bitch, I'm finna
Just say I think I can. Brother be like this. Brother be like,
Eyebrows is burning.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. That nigga had about a 12, 13-inch dick. If I had a dick that big, bitch, I'm finna be a motherfucking bitch. I'm finna make you purr. You know what I'm saying? What Roland was saying?
yes, Bobby, I love you, purr.
I am not gonna play with y'all.
Bitch, I'm gonna make you purr. I mean, I can make you purr right now. I'm just saying. Bitch, I'm gonna make you purr.
You're still purring. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
You gonna purr for real.
You be purring afterwards. You be all over you.
I bet you purr now. But I had one like that, but you gonna be purring.
Purr right now, but bitch, if I had a big 13, 12, 15-inch dick, bitch, you gonna be.
But this gonna be a massacre.
Get you a little box.
Child, listen, dick that long, bitch, you gonna hit some doo-doo somewhere.
But listen, but how you know he not used to it? Like how you know he not used to a big old dick like that?
Well, you know what? Fat Cat is used to some big dicks, though. I just
See,
I be on his Twitter page.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but yeah, the OnlyFans. So yeah, that's what this OnlyFans couple. So they deserve what they got.
Damn.
I believe you need to be removed from the classroom, but don't just stop there. Don't just stop there at that OnlyFans crew.
So do you feel like if they were paid a higher salary, because she said off their 2 incomes, they still could not afford to live. So is it an issue? Is it a bigger issue of teachers overall?
I bet your income finna go up now because everybody want to see what the OnlyFans give.
But they got more time to make videos.
Right. but I mean, even still, you would think that the OnlyFans wasn't making that much money compared to your salary as a teacher. Because if that was the case, why not leave the classroom?
Absolutely, I agree.
Maybe she had the followers like that.
I mean, maybe she. Yeah.
And it's 2 of them. They're a married couple.
Yeah, but I mean, look.
You down there teaching algebra and you go over and you bending over the desk during the break.
She's not freaky like that. There's a lot of people that's not freaky like that.
Bend it over, back it over, bend it over.
Some people might not be freaky like that. They might not give no. Like,
I mean, there
what I like to see.
that are freaking out the OnlyFans, and you know, all types of people that are doing OnlyFans. So I don't know. I just think that unfortunately they said that the children found the OnlyFans, and that's where my concern was. I'm like, what child is on OnlyFans? You know, I believe
all of them, right?
And I mean, that's the problem. I get, Darius. I didn't tell you. I found out when one of my kids. I heard that sound that Jack make, and I got friends that got Jack, and the kids in the museum, and I hear that thing go off, and I was like,
"You say
up out of here." Yeah, in the museum, the dude taking the tour, and it's Jack.
See, I would have immediately been logging on. I would have immediately been logging on the bar to see who close by.
Did you like that passage? Some of y'all sitting here on Jack.
I gotta see who it was.
I didn't see you after class. You
is 2.2 feet away from me.
Right.
Bring your ass here.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what this kid, but I know that sound. I know I'd have been sitting in church and I'd have heard that sound. I'd have heard that sound sitting in church. I know that sound. I don't have the app, but I seen it. I know that sound.
God knows when, Lord.
Yeah.
You know what? Didn't they don't the word say, brother, that a sound always preceded a move of God?
Oh,
not a move of God. You know what?
He said, you know what?
I'm done. It is late.
Right.
It's getting late.
Lord, I'm just like, sis. I hope I'm gonna cut employment.
You say what?
I want to cut the married couple file unemployment when the school let them go.
No, when the school fires you, they could deny it. They could deny the school. Yeah, they could deny it. Whether they do or not. Now, if the school system fires them, they could possibly still go to another school system too. So if they're smart, and yeah, if they're smart,
what kind of character reference you gonna be able to get?
You don't have to. You run to another state real quick. They won't do anything. But if the story follows, then to the next state that
if the story makes it that big, then you're not going to be able to.
You it may be tough for you to get another teaching gig even in another state, but they could try it.
I'm gonna tell you like
I know some YouTube people that have done it.
I'm gonna tell you like I told somebody today. I am not justifying anybody messing with underage children. I'm not justifying that. But I've worked in the school system.
Oh, okay.
And I was a teacher as well.
Damn.
Some of these kids, listen, you have to go in there with the whole armor of God because they look older and some of them are very aggressive.
Yeah.
And you be looking like, I know you fucking lying.
I know you fucking lying. That's it.
You be looking like, how
brother, I'll be like, Satan.
Right. There would be no conferences.
My teachers
go meet you after class. No, with your mama.
With
your mama coming, yes.
And your daddy.
Right, everybody.
Now your daddy crying like you, baby. Your mama gotta stay home, okay? Hey, daddy, what's up?
We gonna have a father-son meeting.
Let your son stay outside today. I didn't talk to you.
I ain't even do it. I'm not going.
When I saw that story, I was beyond blown. I read it like twice. I'm like, are you kidding me? And like, and she's trying to justify.
I heard it on Charlamagne.
Now, what they Caucasian?
Yes,
you know they're Caucasian. Yes.
That explains it.
I mean, the times I had sex in class, I didn't record myself, so black people ain't gonna do that, huh? What?
Woo, that'll do it,
right? Wait, hold on. Here you go.
Oh, so you doing the business?
Right.
You never know these days.
That you know.
Hello, somebody fucking with me. You just never know.
What's
No, I need to know.
Right.
I need to know because you know this now.
You'll be right here like Precious Mama. Who was gonna love me?
Yes, here you go. Right here you go.
You so smart, got your degrees in there.
Who's gonna love me?
I can't. Y'all are crazy.
And I
I'll tell you.
Sound bites.
Oh,
Lord.
Y'all got me tonight.
Yes.
Boy, we had a time last.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be saying in the morning.
We had a time last night.
You
We can't get those sound effects going. I'm serious. We better find a way.
I need one of those.
I need that. That'll do it. I need that one.
Oh no, I got my soundboard right here, so I had to put all the sound bites on my soundboard.
Yeah.
What's this? Let me see.
Oh, you got it.
I shut my fat ass up.
So what did you do? I shut my fat ass up.
What you doing?
You be like, Precious, get down here, bitch.
Goddamn mongoloid.
Oh, Jesus.
Bitch, I'm gonna show you how a bitch go down the slide. Ooh, Lord, this has been fun, y'all. This has been fun. This is what I needed tonight. Cause I'll tell y'all, I've been going through a lot with work.
Yeah,
I've been
you
going
and
through
me
some
both.
changes at
You
work.
and me both.
Don't let it
And
I've been enjoying work. You know, I started a new position, and it's really been going
What
very
position
well.
you in?
Oh, oh.
all right, you duly qualified and certified.
Yeah. Did it say I'm acrobatic?
Oh. So you doing the bending?
You doing the bending?
Well, you know, I like a little verse here and a there and a little over here. You know, hold the muscles.
He's well rounded.
Hello.
I mean, these days and time, you better be.
But yeah, my new position. I'm a medical coder. That's my career. Been doing it for 8 years, but I changed companies, and it's actually going very good, like very very good.
Yeah, that's what my sister
So
does. She's a medical coder.
yeah,
Mm.
so the
Uh-huh.
company I'm with now is called AAPC, and
You don't
very.
say their name. They ain't paying no sponsorship.
Right.
Oh no, baby, I love my job. Let me tell you something right now.
Oh, well.
I love my job, but they gotta pay. Look, they pay me well. Just know that, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm not a Republican. Anyway, um, but yeah, so it's been going so well, very very well. So I thank God for the blessings. I will say that.
And you
Yes,
got
and and you know what I realized, and I went away not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and I was very frustrated about some things going on at work, and I went away and I went to my old home church, and I had such a good time because I haven't been honest, I haven't been having a good time in church the last couple times I've gone.
Wow.
I just felt like I was just there and going through the motions, but I really wasn't getting anything out of it.
The last
And
time I've been in church, I had to grab this lady the hell, and I almost threw her through the wall. But
No,
thank
church
God for
better.
my daddy, Jesus.
Oh,
oh Lord,
no.
thank you, Lord Jesus.
Well, you
But
get
you
to
know
go
what?
to work. Don't go to church.
But you know what? It be sometimes in those spaces, in those moments where God speak to you, and and let you know that because our problem is, like I can speak for me. Sometimes you don't want to go through nothing,
Yeah.
and anytime you want to get somewhere, you're gonna go through something to get there.
Mm.
Right. Those are your lessons. Those are your learning tools. Yeah. And we all,
Exactly.
we all go through that. Like
Your blessing and blessing.
in a situation that you wanted to get to a higher level, in life, and you're and
Oh,
we look at
sir.
it and we look at it as a battle, but God look at it as a transition. And we have to learn that it's not a battle, it's not a fight all the time. I mean, I have to speak to myself sometimes, because I
Yes.
raised 4 boys, and I have my fifth son is here, and I God had to give me the strength. So
It's a
I
refining
understand.
yourself.
I understand. So it's not a battle; it's more of a transition, and we have to stop looking at it as a battle. So I get it.
And that's how I
Definitely
was
get
looking at it. That's how I was looking at it as a battle, and I didn't understand why am I being questioned about this, and why am I being questioned about that, and why are you doing this, and why are you doing that? You ain't never done this shit before. Why you doing it now?
Right.
honey, but when you go through and you finally go through, we can look back and laugh,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you have to look at it. It's lifesaver. It's life.
It is, and I had
I know the
to hear that.
Yeah, I know the listeners are hearing that, and I think that's what is. I think that's why this day was important for the listeners, right? I know it's good for us to say this to remind each other of just how imperative it is to look at the silver lining of, or God is still is present. And I think this is we talking about Jesus since God, and since I've been on this show, so I say thank you for this. But I know the listeners, in moments like these. There's a lot of listeners out there that just don't have the energy to keep pressing on, and
I'm
they
going to
just
choke jobs. I'm going to choke.
and they about to push that car right into the river. My mama blamed you. She said, "I'm gonna run this car off the road."
Yeah.
You know, she used to say
Oh,
that
I
to
thought you was going to testify like Dorinda off and say, child, please. You just turned to
So that was the render testimony.
It was.
Oh, it was? Oh, I don't know that.
Mhm.
She
But you're
just
right,
said that
Terrence.
testimony because she was about to get sued. That's all.
No.
But you're right. You're right, though, Terrence.
Yeah, but
No.
people out there listen and just know that the trials and tribulations that you're experiencing is an opportunity to prepare you,
Yeah.
Hello.
you know, for that
It's a
next.
refinement. Yes.
It's a
Hello.
Yeah.
refinement.
And you know what else? I realized too. Sometimes you only think about but you on the job, you have people that are connected to you, and sometimes their blessings are tied to you, and vice versa. And so I'm thinking, if you fall, then it doesn't just necessarily affect you.
Yeah.
You know, it impacts those who are also connected to you. So I had to realize that it wasn't just about me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know,
Amen.
and to piggyback off of that, Darius, you know what we've been dealing with and going through. I tell you this, and I was telling my sister this today. A lot of times we don't realize why we're being picked on and why we're being fought on every side is because there are people that see in you what you don't see in yourself.
You better talk.
You don't see the greatness that's really on you.
Mhm.
If I could say it like this in my if I go preacher term, David could not see the potential that was in him, but everybody else around him saw it.
Okay.
Paul saw it. His brothers saw it. His dad saw it. Samuel saw it, you know, and it's like you don't see it, but everybody else sees it. You don't see it until you get to the point of a place where you start saying, oh, I really got it on me to be able to do this. And then when you get to this place, it's humbling because you look around your life, not just back on your life, but you look around your life and you realize, as we said earlier, how the Spirit has really kept, blessed, and continues doing great things in our life. And it does not matter what people classify saved, not saved, just, unjust. Baby, God reigns on my life. And regardless of what you think about me, feel about me, what you say about me in front of my face, behind my back, baby, he keeps on doing great and greater things for me.
Thank you.
And what I'm happy about is this, and I say this to Darius, I say this to everybody else, is that regardless of what you're going through right now, you're not going to be here for long. You're not going to stay in the same place for long. There is a tomorrow. There is a next week. There is a next month. There is an end to this present current situation. I promise you this right here. Let me testify tonight. I had been trying to run a campaign for my show, my platform, and everything like that because I realized I was like, I have the audience. I should be able to do X, Y, and Z. And I got discouraged because of all of the stupidity that was going on. But I promise you, hey, glory. I promise you one thing. God is not a man that he should lie. That's not a man that he should repent. When I tell you everything that I needed, I bought it myself. Everything that I even wanted, I bought it myself. And people get mad at you. You sit up on this one. People get mad at you because you're doing it.
Right.
People get mad at you because they expect for you to fail. People get mad at you because they want you to fall flat on your face. And when you don't, it pisses them off that much more. Here's the thing. I was so ready to shut all this shit down because I was so over it. I was just like, you know what? I've done this. I've helped this. I've done this. People out here lying and everything. But you know what? I woke up this morning the other day and the Lord reminded me, I prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies. All you gotta do
And you
Say
better eat, bitch.
And you better eat like
And you
it's
better
the
eat.
mango that Terrence ate. You hear me?
Your juice better be moving
Baby,
down your face.
And you hear
Okay?
me? Like it's the last supper. You
baby, when I
understand?
tell you, God, and I don't care what people say at this point,
Yeah.
Darius, God is preparing a table. And it's just, I'm grateful for the people that's connected with me, connected with me, and I'm connected with them. Because again, everybody cannot go with you
Right.
where you're going.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. What I have learned is
You better talk.
every
You better talk.
every circle that you're wanting to be in may not be the
Not for you.
that God
Yes.
wants
You don't
you
fit.
to be in.
You don't fit in
But
that circle.
God has greater circles for
Hello.
you, greater doors for you. And
Hello.
don't worry about the people that's trying to block you, cock block you. Because
Hello.
let me say this today on this here good
What's for
YouTube.
you is for you. Okay.
Please.
Listen,
Say it, brother.
you can try to block me on these social media sites and everything like that, but there are billions of people in this world.
You all
Okay,
right?
I need my music. Hold on.
Come on.
There are billions of people in this world,
Go ahead.
and there are thousands of millionaires and billionaires out here. And there is somebody waiting with my name on it. I'm trying to tell you right now. I'm not trying to be deep and spiritual, but I am going to be deep and spiritual because that's just my life.
You go get deep.
And
Don't worry
how
about
hard I've worked,
that.
and I have helped people.
Uh-huh.
The Bible says, "Be not weary in well doing, but in due season ye shall reap if you faint not." And see, me and Darius, we talk about this stuff.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff that we have seen over the years, and a lot of things that Darius have gone through over the years. But I tell you like this right here: to everybody that we are connected to, when you are real with each other, I'm talking about like the friendship is real, the brothership is real, the brotherhood is real, the relationship is real. You're real with each other, and see, God sees and knows all, and God fitly joins and put people together for a reason. And when you're real with people and people can feel the sincerity of the friendship of the brotherhood and all those things of that nature, God blesses because you become a blessing to somebody else and they become a blessing to you. And see, when God blesses one person, it don't stay
It's
stuck.
that cup runneth over. It's that cup runneth over, child.
Come on now. It said my cup. So when it run over on me, it run over on you. And when it run over on you, it run over on me. And that's how we continue to keep blessing each and everybody else. And now, and I'm going to say this because my Auntie Deb in the comments.
Hey, Auntie Deb.
Now, Auntie Deb is an older woman. And, you know, I could be like, you know what? I'm too busy. I don't have time. God reminded me something. You be a blessing to people, especially when people have been good to you. Amen. There have been 20 days I have felt tired, but I'm gonna tell you something. Auntie Deb has been an amazing lady, and she has been a kind lady, and she don't have a lot of people in her life. But God said, I'm telling you what the word say. What you do unto others,
yes,
I will make room for you and do for you. So when you go out of your way to help somebody and it's from your heart, I'll do some great things for you.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, amen. I just want to get
That's
that
it, baby. Auntie Deb has shown us she's been a blessing to me too.
Honey, yes.
Well, I don't know, but Auntie Deb, how you doing? My name is Chubb, babe. I'm your nephew. You don't even know me yet. But hey, Auntie Deb, what's up? I'm a good cook, Auntie Deb. I cook. Okay.
You cook?
Yes, Auntie Deb. You got new nephews, Auntie.
Baby, my background from Mississippi.
Now you can't do better than my man. Now what you cook,
baby? Please, I'll cook your man under the table, baby. You better got me. I love a good battle, baby. Because baby, I'm a cook and a baker. What you want to do?
Cakes and pies.
I just don't care the pound cake. I can cook it too. You hear me?
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
mango
Miss
pound cake.
Duncan Hines.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I love a good old pound
Big
cake
old Betty Cross.
made from scratch.
Hello. It is from scratch. Hello. Look, my family got hit me up already. You cooking for our Thanksgiving? I'm like, I guess so. But yeah, I'm a cook. I love cooking though. Love cooking.
Auntie Deb said, "Fuck around, find out."
And find out.
Auntie Deb, don't play because I cooks Auntie Deb. I'm from Mississippi. Everything by scratch. There's no boxes in here. Everything by scratch.
I
Oh,
like
okay.
scratch.
Hello, somebody. Huh.
That's
But
true.
look,
Okay.
collard greens, cornbread. You know what I'm saying? But I also make other stuff too. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
Like
Loretta
shrimp,
Devine.
shrimp etouffee. You know what I'm saying? Some gumbos, some
Look,
jambalaya. Like I make some of every little thing.
look
It's-
at you.
Yeah, just a
yeah,
little
and
bit.
but the man who raised was Jamaican too, so I make oxtails and some
Okay.
curry goat,
Okay.
curry
Oh
chicken,
shit now.
rice
Curry
and peas.
chicken,
So
okay.
my household, you never get the same thing. It's always something different. So
Okay.
yeah, I cooks, baby. Yes.
Yes, baby. Give you good loving and make your biscuits from scratch.
Hello.
Keep a man that
And
way.
look, and I got a country syrup here too. What you want to do, boo?
A country-
I'll use that mother who I use country syrup from Mississippi, amen. Hallelujah. So you put on the biscuits like this and you dip it in there.
Ooh, I like that type of business.
Molasses type. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I cook, honey. I like my bacon thick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ever done your bacon? You put a little maple, little brown sugar, little maple on there.
I do too, but I like making my cupcakes like that too. The maple.
Tell me, he in Orlando.
Who I know who that is? Auntie. Auntie. Auntie, I'm in Orlando, Florida, honey. Yes, I'm here. Orlando, Florida. That's where I live at.
So we know where we going. Anytime you come down to Miami, I got you, buddy.
You got me? Okay. What you like to eat first, though, if I know what to go get?
Oh, yeah. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat.
My sisters are pescatarian, so I got to cook like
I'm pescatarian. Yeah, stick to the fish. Stick to the. I eat ostrich. That's about as.
Do you eat duck?
I don't eat ostrich. I don't eat an ostrich, baby. Now I might wear ostrich, but I'm not gonna cook.
I ain't never even heard of nobody. Where you get ostrich meat from?
Heard nobody
ostrich meat. Yeah.
Ostrich egg.
Where you get that meat from?
You can get it. Well, I get it from the Urban Food. So we have an Urban Food spot. You can get it from. Yeah, and they're patties. Cause
I don't have some ostrich meat, but I ain't never had it.
Yeah, but
get it run on and see what the end is gonna be.
Gonna be hello.
I ain't going.
Oh, I like conch too, Auntie. I do. I make a good.
Let me tell you something. I had some conch when I was on the Carnival cruise. Well, I got off the cruise.
I make ceviche
and went to the Bahamas.
Make a good ceviche if you like ceviche.
I don't know what ceviche is.
Oh,
what's that, Chubb?
It's like
uncooked. It's vinegar based.
Well, it is, but the lime cooks the shrimp, whatever seafood you're eating. It's like cilantro, onions, bell peppers, all fresh. It's like real fresh soup.
It's conch salad. It's salad. Like conch salad.
It's like a conch salad, but instead of conch, you put like either shrimp, octopus, crab. But the lime, when you put the lime on, it cooks the food. So that's how, but it's really good. Very good. If you're in Miami, you should go to Ceviche 105 downtown. Very good. One of my top places I go to when I go there.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry, but yes.
Y'all talking his language there. Y'all talking about food.
I'm a cook, baby.
Listen, you be dropping these names. They need to start paying for this show.
That part.
Don't say that too loud. Folks gonna say you're broken, Poe.
They're gonna say you're broken, Poe.
Yeah, Lord.
Oh, I'm broken.
Yes.
Shit, I want you to pay.
Look,
I just realized I'm the only one on here that ain't got my Cash App. I need to.
I don't have mine either. Usually I have mine up here, Chubb.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time.
I do come to Tampa. I do. I come to Tampa. Oh, hello.
I was trying to put y'all up individually.
Oh, but
so the people can see your cash apps if you got them up.
I take cash.
I ain't been a Tampa in a minute though. Darius, you in Tampa? Or you were St. Pete?
I'm in St. Pete, but Tampa Bay area. Yeah.
Tampa. Okay. All right. I go to Tampa when look, Tampa was
But I'm gonna be over your way this weekend, so
St. Pete, 16th Street, Dub Avenue used to be my little stopping ground back in the day.
Wait a minute, 16th Street South.
Yes, where the gyros had.
Ooh, yes, baby.
I used to be over there heavily. And
baby, that's where the boys hang out.
Well, so Miss Dub, I am. I used to do some stuff back in the day. I don't do it no more. God has delivered me. I don't be out there, putting baking soda and this. Anyway, so now, I'm delivered because my son, he stays with me 24/7, 7 days a week. And I'm not going to go to jail behind nothing like crazy. So, amen. So, yes, I used to be over there a lot, but now I don't go over there no more. So, yeah, God is amazing. He has slowed me down a hell of a lot. Jesus, a hell of a lot. That's why I gained all this weight. Jesus, let's stay home and cook.
Let me tell you, y'all have blessed me tonight. Sometimes one of the reasons I love doing this show and I love being on with my brother DeMario and the other kings in the court is a lot of times people don't understand for us. A lot of times I know it's therapeutic for me.
Talk, sir.
Yeah. Well,
I know Terrence is gonna say something I need to hear. I know Chubb is gonna do something to make me laugh. I know Christian is gonna say something that I probably haven't considered or thought about. I know DeMario gonna say something. He gonna make me cry. He gonna make me everything all at the same damn time. Tron gonna say some shit that's in London gonna do all that shit and more.
London gonna cuss you to heaven.
Don't talk about me, man. You're not here.
You be like old pussy hoe. Pussy asshole. That's the same thing.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
But I love each and every one of y'all. Lord knows I do. I love y'all.
We love you, man. Thank you for inviting me on here, man.
Thank you for inviting me once again.
It's your platform. I'm here because you invited me.
Right. You see, I come in the midst of it all. I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this because we've been on here about 2 hours.
Okay.
Oh, it's been a good 2 hours.
It has been.
It's been a good 2 hours. Okay. Yes, and I'm just a little hungry. Y'all talking about this food. I was munching while we was doing the show, but I still need to go get something else.
Yep.
I'm on a diet. I'm trying to stay focused. So
okay.
Yes. You got your fit together for Saturday.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to Mario for the wedding.
Who's getting married?
A friend of ours is getting married
from Tampa.
I saw him this evening. I let him
from Tampa. I told
him, he lives over here in St. Petersburg.
Oh, because
I told him I was going to be out of town, so I couldn't make it. But
I almost said something. Go ahead.
Got that shit out.
Lord, he is yelling at them children. Lord, quit yelling at them babies.
Hey, Lord, I need you to record that because that literally is a sound bite. That is a sound bite.
That was a good sound bite.
Yeah.
Shut that shit up.
Jamar, you is crazy.
I got 2 miniature schnauzers.
They coming after you now.
They for the tattered ass.
I got 2 miniature schnauzers, and my baby brother, he has a boxer with a pit mix, and so they like the baby boy like to beat up on the dog. So he act like he running stuff. Y'all, my dog is so short. He runs up on everything. I mean, it could be a Great Dane, it could be a damn on. It don't matter what it is. He'll run up on it like this. Like, bitch, what?
Short man syndrome.
Get your ass somewhere. Sit down somewhere.
Napoleon complex.
Oh, Jesus. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Thank y'all.
DeMario, Christian, Terrence, we've been in some episodes before. I'm still waiting on that mango.
It's been a pleasure as always.
When mango season come back in, y'all gonna bring me up on this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. When mango season come back in, so I'm gonna
record it.
The way he ate that mango, child, we were sitting over here like.
I didn't even know y'all were paying attention. So
We was really paying attention. We was like,
And them lips kind of big. How about you was so
I don't have
and that tongue was just moving all through the. And we were like,
Ooh, spread the Red Sea. Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all in.
Drive on Satan away.
I hope they hear. So I actually learned how to eat a mango the right way when I was in a relationship, and I'm gonna tell you a good trick to pass a mango to your partner through the seed. So as the seed goes, you kind of pass the mango. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Where the seed goes.
The seed, that sounds like something else.
It sounds like a little metaphor.
I'm confused because when I eat the mango, it be gone.
Right.
No, there's a big seed. It depends, and also
I know what a seed is.
There is a big seed.
It's big, but you know.
Yeah.
well, you got me wondering. Like, I'm looking at the clock, like, is public still open?
Oh, it's money glow. Oh goodness. I love y'all. Y'all be good.
All right, we will see everybody. Thank you all for everybody that watched and supported, and hopefully you liked and you shared. And
it's Give Miami Day, by the way, for anybody who wants to donate to any nonprofit down here in Miami. I work at a museum, and so we doing Give Miami Day down here.
Oh, Give Miami Day. Now, y'all people in Georgia, y'all please go out there and support Raphael Warnock and that runoff December 6th. We cannot have Herschel Walker, old dumb country looking ass, sounding ass up there in the Congress.
Big country.
Big country.
Big country.
I can't stand you. Listen, guys. Before we go, if y'all have not got anything out of today, always remember your past is your lessons, your present is the gift, and your future is your motivation. I am Chuck Bay, and love thy skin that you in. Bye, guys.
Yes.
All right. Christian, any last words?
Chris?
Vote. That's all I can say. And your voice is your power, and so is your vote. That's it.
I don't know why I listen to y'all to think you finna start preaching or something. I don't know why. Like your voice is like you just finna go preach or something.
Christian got a nice sultry voice.
Get your Bibles out and turn me Psalms 23.
Get your Bibles out, really.
There was a woman at the well.
And then
woman down. Get ready.
I am so dumb.
Yes.
Be good.
Be good. All right. We're going to end this blog.